Your name?
My name is Shubhopati Sanyal.
Where are you from?
I am from India, from the state of West Bengal. I stay in a small town at the foothills of the Himalayas. The name of the town is Siliguri.
How long have you been practicing Sahaja Yoga?
I came into Sahaja Yoga on 25th of August 1997.
With such a long time of your life devoted towards Sahaja Yoga, what benefits have you seen?
That's a very long list, but in short, three things. I have been able to achieve purity of attention. I've been able to achieve purity of action. And the third and most important thing is I have learned to share my benevolence, the ascent that I have received, the joy, the peace that I have endured, that I have experienced. I have learned to share it, and it doesn't mean sharing with a group or anybody. It can be a one person, it could be 10 people, could be 1,000 people anywhere. So that is the biggest joy, and I've recognized that is the biggest joy of life.
With your experience, how do you define Shri Mataji? Who is Shri Mataji?
Personally, my entire life has been a miracle. Uh, if you ask me, on the 25th of August 1997, I happened to cross over and go to a house in my neighborhood. Auntie, she used to practice. She was in Sahaja Yoga. So I was going through the worst turmoil of my life. I was in my youth, completely suffering from absolute misdirection, misinfluences, lot of substance and stuff. I When I met Auntie, we were just talking about. She asked me, uh, "You don't seem okay." I said, "No, I'm really frustrated with my life, and can you suggest me? Is there a place, something like an ISKCON or somewhere where I can just join and just spend my life there? I'm tired." So she said, "I cannot tell you anything about that, but there's somewhere I go, and I can tell you about that." So while I am saying this, let me mention that I was an atheist. I absolutely had no belief in God, and so she said, "Let me give you a book. Go through the book. If you think it makes sense to you, you like it, let me know. I'll take you to my center." So she gave me a book. That was the old introduction book of Shri Mataji. There was a photo of Shri Mataji, slightly bluish. The miracle is, when I opened the book, when I saw Shri Mataji's photograph, I somehow knew who she was. At that point of time, I didn't know she was Shri Adi Shakti. She was the primordial mother. But I just knew all my answers. I've reached home. And there was an amazing sense of security, sense of settlement, which I was completely missing at that point of time in my life. I realized that this is somewhere, I felt very, very settled. So, through me, if you ask me, she's the source of all solutions. Apart from the fact that she is the primordial Shri Adi Shakti. But if I have to define in our own human languages, she is the solution for everything: physical, mental, emotional, geopolitical, all sorts of problems. Geo-economical, wars, climate change, you name it. Everything, she has given a solution. The solutions are all there. It is up to us, just go there and pick up the solutions and just take them.
What is your relationship with Shri Mataji?
She's my mother. She's my primordial mother, my spiritual mother, my biological mother. She's everything. My world revolves at her holy lotus feet.
What is the message for people who are still seeking, who have not yet found Sahaja Yoga?
Come and get your self-realization. Just take your self-realization. It doesn't cost anything. It just takes 5 minutes. Take your self-realization and let your journey define whether you want to continue or you don't want to continue. Let those 5 minutes tell you what has changed in your life.
How much time or money do we have to spend to start learning Sahaja Yoga?
Money, absolutely nothing, because Sahaja Yoga is completely free of cost. And time, Sahaja Yoga is, it's all about seeking and surrender. It is dependent on the individual. If somebody has a very strong seeking, a very strong sense of surrender. The person can reach tremendous amount of depth. There is nothing that, somebody who is 30 years into Sahaja Yoga or 40 years into Sahaja Yoga, a person probably 2 weeks into Sahaja Yoga can surpass that individual, can go into a much deeper realm of spirituality.
If somebody wants to start learning Sahaja Yoga, how do we start?
Well, primarily today it's the digital world today, so they can go to our website www.sahajayoga.org, sahajayoga.org, and like I always say, if somebody is in a city where probably there are no Sahaja Yogis, I mean, it sounds funny, but if really somebody really prays that I really need to know the absolute truth, Sahaja Yoga will come to them.
Which center do you attend?
I attend the Siliguri center, the Siliguri main center. We have a wonderful mandir in Siliguri, the Shri Adi Shakti Dham. It's a beautiful mandir. I would invite each and everyone to come and visit our mandir. And we have our main center in Shubhopati. So we have a very good collectivity of 80 plus people. So that is the center that I attend.
What are the timings and days for these centers?
In Shubhopati, it is Tuesdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. And every Sunday at 4 p.m. we all gather together at the mandir. Even new seekers are invited there.
In case somebody wants to connect with you personally, will you be able to spare some time to tell that person about Sahaja Yoga?
Yeah, this is probably the only thing for which nobody has to take an appointment. So anytime anybody can reach out to me, they can reach out to me on my WhatsApp. Since I travel a lot, it's the easiest way to connect with me on WhatsApp. And I'll share my WhatsApp number. It's +91 84200 30369.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Jai Shri Mataji.